We have the three stooges of really, really bad governors. And, well, guess what? They're in deep blue states. One is facing a recall. One is a brand new administration. And then we just have this fucking top Karen right here. Kate Brown, the governor of Oregon. You remember, Portland, it was on fire there for like, what, 100 and some odd days in a row? And she refused to call in the National Guard because Orange Man made the recommendation. Therefore, he bad, all of his ideas bad. Yeah, you take a look, depending on the weekend, and yeah, Antifa is still running the city as they so want to, because Ted Wheeler, oh yeah, we're going to take big strong steps against them, we aren't going to let them run around, and then yeah, literally you'll just get punched in the face and fucking Antifa will do whatever the hell they want. But Governor Kate Brown, she's really taking important steps by saying that there are going to be mask mandates. There's already been mask mandates. They've never dropped any of their restrictions in Oregon because they're stupid. No, they've had indoor mask mandates. Fucking do whatever you want. If you're still unfortunate enough to still live in Oregon, my condolences. And then now you're going to be getting mask mandates outside because science. She says that it is a necessary measure. Can you provide receipts on that one? Or are you just going to go ahead and wear fucking an old dusty pocket off of somebody's fucking pants, you daft cunt? Oregon Governor Kate Brown, a Democrat, I'm shocked, on Tuesday announced her plan to mandate masks in certain outdoor public settings, deeming it a necessary measure. How and why? Today, I'm announcing that effective Friday, August 27th, it's a very necessary measure, but we're just going to have to wait until the end of the week. It's very important. Masks will be required in all public outdoor settings where physical distancing is not possible, regardless of vaccination status. Remember, guys, vaccines are the most effective way that we can fight this pandemic and return to normal. Right. Masks have been proven to be effective. If you just keep repeating the fucking line over and over again, the low information people will pick that shit up and start running with it. But hey, it's not like there's other countervailing evidence out there. But hey, yeah, no, masks have been proven to be effective. Except for every time that you keep locking down and governing harder, I don't know, more cases tend to happen whenever that happens, but okay, sure. You go ahead and you run with that fucking line of horseshit. They're reducing transmission and are necessary measures right now, apparently. Oh yeah, right now. Just right now, though. When's your end date on this? Oh, there is one? Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Even in the outdoor settings that help us fight COVID and protect one another. Go fuck yourself. The Democrat governor also said that Oregon's health authority is strongly recommending masking in outdoor gatherings at private residents. If the gathering involves individuals from different households and physical distancing is not feasible. What's the year? Oh, okay, it's 2021. It's almost like we haven't already gone through an entire year of this. We've seen the trends of cases going down in the summertime, and now you're starting to say, we have what? Today we have 1,000 COVID patients in our hospitals. Okay. Can you be more specific, or are you just going to go, my cases are up? Go fuck off. Enough about that dimwit. Let's just go a little bit south, because Gavin Newsom, he's going to be going into that recall election, and boy, it's going to be interesting, because all the poll numbers are kind of starting to look like this dude is going to get recalled, and I couldn't be happier, because the way that recall election shakes out is, if he is successfully recalled, he is not one of the candidates that can be voted for in order to replace him. And based at the current polls, what it looks like, the top vote getter out there is Larry Elder. And of course, I've mentioned this before, I have extended family in California, and I would love to see California to be prosperous once again, not the disheveled mess that it is, but rather the fourth largest economy in the world and how prosperous it can be. Sure, it's a little bit selfish, but I think we could all benefit from around the world if California was a strong, healthy place and not run by a fucking Patrick Bateman stunt double. But don't worry, he's going to be getting all of that power, all of that charisma, all of that likability, those 81 million votes. They're going to be coming your way, Gavin. Don't worry about it. Joe Biden to campaign for Gavin Newsom and California recall. Yeah, because that's worked so well for all of the other candidates that you've endorsed in the different special elections. How has that shaked out every single time when you compare Biden candidates and who he endorses compared to Trump candidates and who he endorses? Oh boy, is that just a stark contrast of success. But hey, Biden, 81 legitimate million votes voted for him. Yep, no questions asked. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki confirmed Wednesday that President Joe Biden still intends to campaign for Gavin Newsom in the September 14th California recall election. Jesus, we're like 3 weeks away. This is awesome. Despite the ongoing crisis in Afghanistan, yeah, it's not like he's doing anything for that. We'll touch on that in a little bit. But yeah, he's not going over there. Kamala's flying over to fucking Southeast Asia because that's important right now. Whatever. 2 House members are flying over to Afghanistan to oversee this shit. A fucking never-Trumper and a Democrat. Cool. But hey, it's more than anybody else is doing. I can confirm that the president does still plan to go ahead and campaign for Governor Newsom in California. That is certainly still his plan. Psaki added that she did not have any particular dates or details because they don't know how long they can keep him lucid and awake. But one of the strategies for Newsom right now, yeah, he's starting to adapt some old Trump talking points. You guys remember, and I'll bring this up again for posterity's sake, the presidential debates around a year ago this time. Fuck's sakes, I can't believe it. But when Chris Wallace was fucking doing his droopy dog impression, "Oh, sir, can you guys talk about climate change? And there's forest fires everywhere. California's on fire. What is your plan to combat the increase in forest fires?" Trump was talking about, forest management is probably pretty fucking important, and considering California's been on fire every fucking year since Gavin Newsom took his position, you think that he'd be looking at the most logical and the most successful way to fucking go about preventing overwhelming forest fires year after year. No, it just took him to get a kick in the ass from Larry Elder to start to champion forest management to contain California's wildfires. Oh, welcome to the party, pal. In the midst of a competitive recall election, Governor Gavin Newsom has called attention to his now emphasizing proper forest management as key to containing the wildfires that have devastated the state year after year in the same places year after year. Because, yeah, they don't properly look after the dead brush, the underbrush, the fucking kindling that is just sitting out there. That's just waiting for lightning to strike, and then forests completely fucking go berserk. And then if you don't clean up all of the embers, all of the ashes there from before, they're just going to fester and they're just going to be waiting for you. Just like charcoal out there. But now, as if it came to him in a fucking dream, this is all of a sudden, oh yeah, this is my idea. God, you're a fucking disingenuous cunt. On August 24th, the Office of the Governor of California posted a video on Twitter. Unfortunately, he wasn't standing a little bit closer to the fire, but hey, you can take what you can get. "It is vital that we continue to increase our field management efforts to make California's forests healthier and more wildfire resistant." That's the only way you fucking go about doing this. The Officer of Governor's tweet comes a week after Larry Elder, Newsom's chief rival in the recall election, made an issue of Gavin Newsom's performance in combating wildfires, saying on August 18th news conference that the governor has been utterly incompetent in reducing the fuels that feed the state's wildfires. He knows this. This is not a new fucking practice. Successful states with large forests have been doing this for a long time. California used to do it very well. British Columbia up here in Canada used to do it extremely well. But guess what? The same fucking places run by the same idiot motherfucking NDP cocksuckers up here neglected that because, nobody should be touching our forests. They're important climate change. No, retards, you need to clean out all the fucking dead and dry shit. Forest fires have been happening a long time before humans were here, and they'll be keeping the air on fire for a long fucking time after we're all dead and gone. And there's no more dumb cunts out there trying to do gender reveal parties, fucking sparking one off in the fucking forests. Ugh. If you unironically have one of those, you should be forced to go out there and fight the wildfire with a squirt bottle. Oh, and to round off the trifecta, let's talk about the new governor in New York, Kathy Hochul. Oh, is she going to be the breath of fresh air New Yorkers need, or is she just going to be another one of these Cuomo disciples that don't really do anything? Well, it's tough to tell because it's like her first full fucking day on the job. She gave a little press conference, but the first thing that she did was magically add 12,000 new COVID fatalities without really addressing the issue. So, wow, I really hope that New York really gets a handle on this, because 12,000 new deaths over the course of a day, that's just really unacceptable. It doesn't really look good for your first day on the job. Anyways, New York Governor Kathy Hochul's new administration administration yesterday, August 24th, added almost 12,000 additional deaths to COVID-19 than previously had been counted publicly by the state. The state is now reporting 55,395 COVID deaths, up from 43,415. Yeah, needed to keep those numbers down in order to sell a couple more copies of books, right? And you needed to make sure that you looked the best you possibly could, because Orange Man bad, right? We're now releasing more data that had been released before publicly, so people know the nursing home deaths and the hospital deaths are consistent. What's being displayed by the CDC, Hochul said on MSNBC's Morning Joe today. There are a lot of things that weren't happening during Cuomo's administration. She said, you were still an elected official. You could have still done this kind of stuff. But now that he's gone, you guys, it's just a brand new breath of fresh air. Fucking worthless. Hochul's office is making a distinction between the two sets of numbers. The lower number is the total deaths as reported by hospitals, nursing homes, and adult care facilities. The higher number is compiled through provisional death certificate data by New York State and New York City to the CDC. Yeah, because they were immediately dismissed as something else. They were kept separate. They were hidden because Cuomo was so good at his job. In her first speech, Hochul, who served as lieutenant governor before succeeding Cuomo, promised to bring tougher COVID-19 rules and more transparency to the state, because more government will lead to less deaths. But we just found out that, in fact, more government led to more deaths than even reported. And what is she trying to do now? Yeah, this bitch, new boss, same as the old boss. New York State's newly sworn-in governor, Kathy Hochul, delivered her first address on August 24th, laying out priorities for her administration that include tougher measures to combat COVID-19, because that's worked everywhere else, right? So why not try to do it in one of the states that was locked down tighter than a nun's drawers? Okay. Including universal masking in schools and staff vaccine mandates with a testing opt-out. Yes, not that if you pop, you don't have to get the jab. No. It's those come in and get tested twice a week. One of those gimmicks. Your priorities are my priorities, and your priorities are what I tell you they are. And right now, that means fighting the Delta variant. Okay, next week it'll be the Lambda, and then it'll be the whatever the fuck we need in order to have this addiction to power satisfied. The former lieutenant governor made the remarks after taking a gubernatorial helm from former governor and mean man who grabs women's asses Andrew Cuomo, who resigned in the wake of his sexual harassment allegations that has been denied. And what's going to happen with all of those dead grannies that were in those long-term nursing homes? Yeah, the total's been updated. I don't have to worry about doing anything else. So yeah, exactly. Why wasn't he brought up in any of those statements? Because they're going to let him get away with it. And you keep letting people get away with this kind of shit by just letting them fucking tell you to, just slap on a mask. It works. The science. Don't question any of it. Do it at all times. Start wearing them in your house. These motherfuckers, man. They will take an inch wherever they possibly can. Hopefully they keep going down this line, okay? They keep up with those same tactics. You can just give them a little bit of rope, and well, they can kind of finish the analogy themselves. You know the one. Let's talk about January 6th and what's happening in Pennsylvania. How about that? That'll be fun. I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.